Taylor Swift, a famous singer-songwriter, during an interview back in 2012, claimed that she does not see herself as a feminist because she does not see things as guys versus girls. After a few years, she claimed her understanding of the entirety of the movement and claimed that she is in fact a feminist. She now remains to be one of the famous artists who are for the movement. These kinds of situations happen every day. You as a teacher, as a student, as a social media user, you as a female or male, you've probably at least once rolled your eyes at this F word because of so many misconceptions that surround the topic. And tonight, we will be debunking the most common misconceptions, namely that feminism is anti-men. Feminism is solely about power and matriarchy, and that feminism hates femininity. Let's go to the first one. People have depicted this movement as a man-hating group when it's not. You do not necessarily have to hate men to support this. The presence of celebrating women does not connote the absence of men and what men get, right? At the end of the day, people in this movement are for equal opportunities to men and women in terms of social, economical, cultural, and political circumstances. At the end of the day, it is not a fight against men. It's not a guy versus girls thing. In relation to that, it's also regrettable that males think that they cannot be feminists just because they're men. Well, men can be feminists too. It's not too much of a stupid idea to be male and at the same time support women's rights while not walking away from your own gender, right? The second misconception that we will try to debunk tonight would be that it's solely about power and matriarchy, well, when it's not. People have been painting feminists as sexist, pushy, and whiny, and power-hungry. People think that they want to be put in a pedestal and be isolated when they're not. The term matriarchy simply would impose that women get more when it's not. They want to be equal with men in terms of educational access, in terms of laws, and whatnot. They don't want to be put in a pedestal and be isolated when you talk about patriarchy and matriarchy. Feminism is nothing like that. But lastly, let's go to the last point. Feminism hates femininity. It does not hate femininity. People probably thought that they hate pink and long hair and skirts, when in real life, what they hate is stereotypes, right? People have been painting feminists as angry and aggressive and lesbians when they're not. It's a movement that celebrates women's choices. That even if you choose to not be inside or put in a box, you are not less of a woman. You can choose to be girly, you can choose to be boyish and edgy, you can be feminine too, you can choose to be stay-at-home mom, you can choose to be a breadwinner, you can give way to your husband, and you can be a CEO of your own company and not become less of a woman. It's a movement that celebrates choices. It tries to celebrate whatever it looks like. We need to stop thinking and painting feminists as one picture because it's so multifaceted. Again, we need to stop looking at feminism for what it's not. When in reality, it's about gender equality, women empowerment, and equal opportunities. It's not anti-men. It celebrates equal opportunities and women's choices. And this is the kinds of dialogues and conversations that we need to start having. So So we can have miscommunication and we can have misconceptions.